It is Indiana in the morning. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Well, we've been looking at the weather forecast and thinking it's Indiana County Fair Week, and that's a good thing. Always it's a good thing to have the Indiana County Fair, but if you're talking about the Indiana County Fair, you know you're going to have to dodge a raindrop or two. And Alton, we're doing that this morning already, aren't we? And you're saying you see lightning on the radar?
Over in Katanning towards Royal Valley.
Well,
but, a little sprinkle like this keeps the dust down, makes it nice.
See, that's the attitude to have. Alton's got it down, man. Alton Strong from the Indiana County Fair with us here this morning. And that's right. A little bit of rain just keeps the dust down. The Indiana County Fair is this week. Alton's Visit, presented by Marcus and Mack, voted best law firm and best personal injury lawyer 3 years in a row in the Best of Indiana County contest. Visit them online at marcusandmack.com. So big family day at the fair yesterday, and folks love that, don't they?
Oh, they do. Large crowd yesterday. Large crowd.
Yeah.
Got a good start to the fair.
Oh, that's good.
And last week, of course, we had the harness racing. We had 19 heats there with 87 harness racing horses. The next day was 13 meet or features. So good start. And yesterday they were just food was going through mouth after mouth.
Well, it's even more now because the fair is officially underway, starting today, and all of the setup. A big salute to everybody who comes together to make everything set up. You get the judging done, and getting those buildings ready to go and all arranged and ready for people to come in. And they are now. Everything, the booths are up. Everything's good.
The last couple are being set up as we speak, and the last of the dairy are coming in as we speak.
Yeah.
So then everything will be all set and ready, and then for the next 4 days will be animal judging. But you're right, all the other exhibits have been judged, and the blue ribbons and the puffed up chests are all out.
Yeah, sure. Why not? I mean, you get a blue ribbon, you want everybody to see it. It's the 161st edition of the Indiana County Fair. It's an amazing event, it really is, because it has such a history, and people come back for the fair. They plan their year around it, and reunions happen, and it's just a wonderful time. So the fair tonight, you've got things happening in front of the grandstand every night. What's going on tonight?
Tonight is the open stock and open diesel truck pull, along with the mini pullers. They'll be running side by side, really.
Oh, yeah.
Two different sleds to keep things rolling.
A little loud and smoky tonight then, huh?
I told you before, smoke and noise.
Smoke and noise. Yeah, well, why not? Why not? I mean, you've got that going on. And that is, of course, included in your admission to the fairgrounds.
That is correct. The admission covers everything except the rides, and the carnival's being set up. Again, as we're speaking, they were coming in late last night with a lot of it, a little more to come yet today.
Yeah.
And they'll be available after 6 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, there are people that go there just to take that walk up and down the Midway and visit with people. There are people that come just for the grandstand events. There are people that come just to go over into the barns and see the animals, and into the buildings and to see the exhibits that are in there. And then there are people who come just for the rides. And I always say that if you're going to the fair, take it all in, because if you're not used to going up through the Midway where the rides are, you're going to miss a part of the fair that might be something that you say, hey, this is really fun. And if you only come for the rides, take a trip onto the grandstand. Take a trip over to the barns. You make it a whole fair experience.
That's correct. And you can start down at the bottom, and you have all your animals, and then you work up through the food, the carnival. You get up to farm machinery dealers, and we've got 10 dealers set up with, I could not begin to imagine how much dollar-wise equipment sitting there. And then you go up, we have 135 antique tractors parked up along to the pavilion. And when
135?
135.
Wow.
And when you get to the top, there's the antique displays of antique tools and in the pavilion up there with the model trains. So there's a little bit of something for everybody.
Yeah.
And then partway out, we have a stage there where local talent performs up there with music.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's you just walk on up and you can enjoy some wonderful musicians. Local stuff is wonderful,
stuff.
isn't it? That's terrific stuff. You know, and you mentioned last week when you were here, 10 farm equipment dealers that are there, probably more than any place else in the state, any other fair in the state.
More than I would know anywhere. And it's amazing because there's really only one dealer left in Indiana County. So when you bring 9 in from around, that's a real treat.
Yeah, it really is. So you get a chance to see the old and the new when it comes to tractors and farm equipment.
That's correct.
Yeah. You mentioned the judging of the animals. That's going on this morning.
The goat show is to this morning.
And then, of course, the other shows will happen through the course of the mornings through the rest of this week.
Right through Thursday.
Yeah. And then come the sales.
And then on Friday at 5 o'clock will be the sale of the 4-H and FFA animals there.
Yeah.
And, it's a sad day for a lot of those 4-H and FFA members because they've worked so hard all summer, and it comes to an end, and they see their animal leaving from the sale.
But they've worked so hard with them, and don't think that just because this is Monday and my animal's not being judged till Wednesday or Thursday, don't think that I'm not there working on it right now, because those kids are with those animals all through the week, making them sure that they're comfortable, and trimming them up and fitting them, and it's pretty amazing.
The last grooming.
Yeah, it's good stuff. They got to keep them fed, they got to keep them watered, and it really is. It's a whole different social setup there.
That's correct. Yeah. And they're so proud to do it, and they even like to see people come in and watch them do it.
Yeah. Now, we mentioned fair admission. Your fair admission will get you onto the grandstand for the show tonight. For folks who don't know, what's the fair admission policy, and how much does it cost to go to the Indiana County Fair?
It's a $10 fee. It gets you into the grounds and includes, like we said, the grandstand and all the events that I mentioned there, except the carnival ride. Everything else is included in that $10. Except the food. I mean, of course,
Sure.
you've got to pay for food, but
Sure.
Yes, everything's included.
Yeah, good stuff there. Parking is very easily too.
That's correct. We have a large lot there, the Kowalczyk lot next to the university on the fair side of the thing, not over on the IUP side. And then we have a large field alongside between the Citizens Ambulance and the fairgrounds. Mm-hmm. A lot of parking available up by the swimming pool and the pavilion up there. And so there's ample parking, and there's handicap parking at all 3 locations.
Yeah, absolutely. So today, smoke and noise on the grandstand.
Correct.
Tomorrow, tons of music.
Tomorrow is music. That's band night.
Yeah, band night.
And we have 9, I believe it's 9 local bands, and IUP will be drifting in. From what I've been told, they'll be drifting in. I'm just not sure the time element for them yet.
IUP is going to be a part of the show as well.
That's correct.
Yeah. Of course, when those bands come in together, they perform their individual band performances, the same things that you're seeing in half times of their games and everything. But when they all get together, that's something else.
And then just preceding the band will be the Kiss-A-Pig announcement there, and get to view the winner kissing the pig.
There you go. That's happening tomorrow night as well.
That's
big doings at the Indiana County Fair. Alton, of course, you'll be there every day, and the fair board itself works so very, very hard. We didn't even mention the petting zoo. When does the petting zoo get going, or is it already?
It'll be available this afternoon.
This afternoon?
Yeah, the petting zoo will be up and going.
Yeah.
Actually, every day now through Saturday, it'll be up and going.
And the tiger encounter?
As well.
This afternoon.
This afternoon.
There you go.
And again, the rest of the week. Twice a day, and I honestly can't remember the time elements for them when they're done, and 3 on next Saturday.
All right. Cool stuff. We can get to see a T-Rex come to life at the Indiana County Fair, huh?
That's correct. And a wood carver on the way through.
Yeah, the Jurassic Kingdom show, the wood carver, everything about the Indiana County Fair. And we'll be visiting with Alton every day this week and talking about what's going on the fairgrounds. Alton, thanks for the visit this morning.
Thank you for having us. And the kiddie farm's there for the little kids, too.
There you go. There you go. That's absolutely, yeah. Family's been doing that for 161 years, too.
Not quite that long. I missed the first couple, so I'm not sure.
Alton, thanks.
Thank you.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, and WCCSradio.com. Just about 24 minutes after 8 o'clock, and it is a Monday morning. Monday, August the 26th today. Jake is in the newsroom. He's coming up. We want to do the health cycle first, though, and here's Sarah Lee Kessler.